Something a bit different today, in my recording studio, looking at a Yamaha Genos keyboard. Having a look around and featuring my new Genos keyboard and a Moog Theremin. The keyboard you're looking at the moment is neither of those things. This is a Moog Subsequent 37 monophonic synthesizer, and it really is good. I'll explain about the gnomes later. This is a Nord Electro 5D keyboard that I use for accurate Hammond C3 organ emulation, both in the studio and for any live work. For any of the purists out there who are going to write in and say, I didn't subscribe to this channel to see keyboards, I want to see steam engines, well, you've no chance today. As you can possibly tell by my voice, I am not well. And at the moment I'm feeling quite ill. This was possibly because I overdid it yesterday. Working on this, it's my new Yamaha Genos keyboard, and after spending most of yesterday figuring it out, my brain is slightly fatigued this morning. The problem is not knowing when to stop. I also bought one of these. It is a Moog Theremin, and I've wanted one of these for years. I'm determined to teach myself how to play it properly. It's the most bizarre musical instrument I've ever seen. To make it work, you move one hand near the aerial and the other hand near a metal bar at the other end. That controls the volume. It's really clever. The main lights in the ceiling in my recording studio affect this machine, and it doesn't work too well when they're on. Hence in the previous clip it was a bit dark. There are a few presets and effects on this Theremin, so I can get all the 1950s sci-fi B-movie film sounds. Now it's time for something completely different. Welcome to the Yamaha Genos. I can only play things that I'm making up on the spot. I can't play any tunes because of the copyright laws. On top of my Moog Subsequent 37 monophonic synthesizer, there are 4 small gnomes. For the last few years I've been composing and recording the music for something called the Metronome Show that takes place at Gateshead Metro Centre in the northeast of England. It's a costume character children's show and it's quite entertaining, and the little toys on top of my keyboard are 4 very, very small metronomes. What I'm doing at the moment is playing a selection of the inbuilt MIDI file songs that I've created in the Tyros keyboard, and here I'm playing a selection of the tunes on the Genos keyboard. Apart from storing the pilots of the Metronome Show music, there are also the tunes that I create for my channel when I paint. The clue is in the title, Beam Paint, and Paint 1 and Paint 2. This is a tune that I called Margaret, from a young lady that I used to know when I was a lot younger than I am today, but we never really got together. And sadly she died about 10 years ago. It came as a bit of a shock. This, on the other hand, is a Metronome Show song. It's called Met Reggae. All of this music was created using a Tyros keyboard. I put this tune together for my daughter Charlotte, and this was made using a combination of a Tyros keyboard and other keyboards in the studio. She has a business called the Woodland Gift Company, and this piece I think she uses for background music periodically. As I mentioned, I created these tunes using a Yamaha Tyros keyboard, but when I play them back in a Genos, they sound much more refined. I'd better mention that it's not just the machine doing the work. I actually have to play things, and here, just to show that I can work my way around a keyboard, I'm doing some twiddly bits. This is the Yamaha Tyros 4 keyboard that I've used for the last few years. The Genos is a logical development from this and the Yamaha Tyros 5 model. This is a Korg Kronos 2 88 ES model. It is entirely different to the Genos in a good way. And in my opinion, both of these great keyboards really complement each other. The keyboard sat by itself to the left of the Genos, the Nord Electro 5D and the Moog subsequent 37 is a matrix brute, and I could make a whole series about that. Using keyboards like this with a semi-automatic section at the left-hand side is very useful for practice purposes. I can always play along with my own band in whichever style I choose. I'll just leave it running for a while. All I'm doing is doodling about, making it up as I go along. The organs on the Genos are not bad too. The sound quality in this video is not brilliant because it's all been recorded through the mic in the camera. And also, I'm very tired, I feel ill, and I'm not playing very well, but such is life. I'd just like to say, stay safe, stay healthy, thanks for watching, and I hope you found it interesting.
Please take the time to visit my Mainsteam Models website and click on the section of the website that says Video Playlists. And by doing that, you can find other videos that you may like to watch. And by using the playlists, you can actually watch the videos back to back.